Hello. I
What's
know
up, y'all?
after show, Fisher Raleigh boy. Today is Tuesday. Thank you all for being patient. So we are ready. Look,
Welcome to the show.
what up, peoples? Hold on. Let's shout Nashville because Nashville, I know y'all here, and everyone else all over the world. We're gonna have a great time tonight. How you feeling?
Feeling
My boy?
great. Feeling real good tonight. Tonight is Tuesday night, and we tapped all the way into the Marty A. Johnson show.
With a Fisher Rod boy. So first off, we got a very special guest tonight. For some people are new to the platform. Let's say that first off. So we gotta let them know a little bit about us, right?
Right.
How the show gets down and all that good stuff. But definitely for the people. So we're gonna definitely say that. So first of all, is that a nice synopsis? Then we're gonna break it all down shortly. Is that fair?
A synopsis of what we got going on. So that's the outline. So y'all gonna witness the details on the show tonight. So stay tuned.
That's a nice setup. I like how that sounds. Let's start the intro, and you might see me. We're getting the show together, so work with us, people. So it's okay. So we want to shout out everyone that new to the platform, people that's that support us the hard way, and all of that. Fishbowl boy, tell me your background. Why get a little clip together, please.
Background. Come from a acting field, coming from the streets to a journalist, on a little bit of assistant directing, assistant producing.
Mm-hmm.
Came from in the streets, working a regular job, trying to find my way. And this way I found, and I liked it, and it did to me. So being that I was a little boy with a camcorder in the house, just me and the camcorder when I was 10 years old, I was home alone. He used to pull the camera out and sit 70 degrees. And I used to watch the weather in the newspaper back then. The newspaper had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, split. Saturday on the far right, Sunday on the far left. And in the News and Observer, I used to look at the weather and used to talk to the camera. So that's how I got here. Didn't know that was my childhood fetish. So now I fuck with shows, entertainment, behind the lens and in front of the lens. Marty, let's go.
Perfect. So look, if you got love for the platform, if you're new to the platform, it's real talk, real conversation. We interview some of the biggest stars in the world: hip hop, R&B, country, electric dance music. This show is for everybody. Sometimes we have, a real cool dialogue with people. First of all, would that sound respectful?
That's
Right?
respectful. That's respectful. We welcome in all genres of music. Top tier only.
Yeah. We critique the music live on the show. If they want to do that, where they need to send the music to, please tell them.
Send the music to Marty A. Johnson 4 at gmail.com. Marty A. Johnson 4 at gmail.com. Y'all send that music. Hit us with a like message.
Yeah. And share it one time. We're gonna play a video. Our friends, brothers coming. How's it going? We're gonna get ready. Go, come on.
I do.
Our friends are coming.
I do. There ain't no shame in this, boy. I ain't playing when I tell you she ain't worth your time. I'm here claiming it. I make it famous. You ain't never had a love like mine. I ain't never played the back, no. I ain't never been number two. And I ain't about to start that, no, not with you. She is in the way, and I'll do whatever it takes, 'cause you know that
Somebody tag
I ain't
along.
going nowhere. Boy, let's make this right. I can't go another night without making sure you'll be here. She don't love you like I do. She never holds it down like I do. And I can't justify when I know I'm the one who's right. She never touch it quite like I do. She don't keep it real like I do. And I can't let it go when we both know she doesn't love you like I do. I do. No, she don't love you like I do. I've been you keep it right. I've been here every night. Boy, you must have lost your mind. Thinking thinking I'ma just let some new girl come in here and take what's mine. I can't let that slide. I'm the one that's down to ride. Boy, you're coming with me tonight.
I do, and that's a fact. We go together well and we make a perfect match. I had your back, how you just let this go? I was seeing through the thick and thin, the highs and lows, a huge blow. Seeing you with this chick, I really miss how you hit, and I kiss your lips, a perfect fit. We had a lot of fun together, and your friends and your mom know she ain't no better, a love letter. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm a Bronx chick, so you know I keep it real. Still is ill, let's just make it official, cause I'm all cried out and I'm over this issue, as I miss you. And I know you feel the same way. Get rid of her, cause you know I'm here to stay. Not for long, cause soon I'll be up and gone. The Lord tell them how I feel with the rest of the song.
She'll never hold it down. And I can justify when I'm the one who knows I'm right. She never touch it wide. She don't keep it real. And I can't let it go. People know she don't love you like I do. Like I do. Like I do. We both know she don't love you like I do.
Shout out to our friends Allure. The girls are friends of the show, and we want to remind people our 300th episode of the Marty A. John Show and the Fish Raw Boy is actually this season. So remember, if you're new to the program, we have real talk, real dialogue, real conversation, and we like to celebrate, all genres of music. But we give that real feedback if we don't like the record. Again, Fish Raw Boy, send music where?
Marty A. Johnson 4 at gmail.com. Y'all send that music.
For real. I will talk about our special guest, Struggle Jennings. He's coming on a little bit later. His team reached out and said he wants to come on and all that. So perfect. So what we're going to do, he's actually going to be on the show in 12 minutes. All right. So sing your music to us and holla at us. Fish Raw Boy, we are doing something special for the artists. We actually taking artists to meet some of our celebrity friends. And if you're not familiar with us, we got a lot of new people watching us. It's cool. Everyone been on the show. We can now say Struggle Jennings. We can say Lil Wayne been on the show. Hell, we just had a show this weekend with some of our favorite stars from the 90s. Fish Raw Boy, right?
That's right.
Who was there? Who you remember?
I remember Maya.
Who don't?
Gina Thompson. I remember Christopher Williams. I remember 112. I remember Jace. I remember After 7.
For sure. How about we just show them? How about we just show them?
Come on.
Let's go. What's up? Last week I called him on the show, but he's here live up close and personal. Troop, Living Legends right now is behind the scenes for Marty A. Johnson.
Hey y'all, what's up? We're 702. We're here with our guy Marty A. Johnson and the Fisher Raleigh boy.
Right here. Ready or not, come on now. After 7 is here.
Yo, it's your boy Donnell Jones, the Marty A. Johnson Show with the Fisher Raleigh boy right here, baby.
Perfect.
I'm Shanice here with Marty A. Johnson and the Fisher Raleigh boy.
We're backstage with the OGs and our real good friends, 112. Tuesday night, Marty A. Johnson Show with the Fisher Raleigh boy. See you there. Perfect. So Fisher Raleigh boy, perfect. So we're getting ready for our special guest. Now it's time to critique the music. let's get down to the nitty gritty. What we're really all about. So again, you might hear us repeat the same thing over and over again because there's new people to the platform for real. Send your music to us. We can critique it live on the show. We get real talk, real feedback. It's not always about the music, Fisher Boy. Am I right?
That's right.
How you gonna come on here looking? Is your presentation gonna be there? Because Struggle Jennings, he's a heavy hitter. He got a story to tell, but we'll wait till he come on. Hell, he got his own record label. We might get him discovered. Number one on the charts. He kicked Drake off, but we'll talk about that later. Seriously.
Yeah.
Fisher Boy, there's an artist named Roxy. It's a female. We have a joint we're gonna listen to in a second. It's called Side Best Friend.
Okay.
Okay, I like the title. Let's let it rock. And we're gonna see what we think of it. Let us know in the comments what you think of the record. We want to hear from y'all too. Chime in, let us know what you think of the records too that we play. It's called Side Best Friend. Ours name is Roxy. Come on, tap in.
Say you wanna be my friend.
Ooh.
Got my back until the very end. Yeah. Well, I don't see it happening. No. Cause it's me that you're abandoning. Yeah. And I feel like it's one-sided, always just for me. Expecting more from you to do, but then you flee. You got your new homegirls and your posse. I guess there ain't no room for me. From the day that we were younger and we played pretend, I thought that you'd be one of my forever
Fisher Boy.
But time goes on and it's friendship turns. You never were the same.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Well, I ain't got no time to spend to sit around and be your side best friend. No, no side, no friend, no side, no friend, no side, no side.
This how you tap in.
No side, no friend, no side, no friend, no side, no side best friend. And I hate being sentimental. Got no time in my schedule, no.
Let us know in the comments what you think of it. Come on.
If you think this song's about you,
ooh,
listen to me, just tell about you. The shoe fit on it. I hope it hurts. Cause girl, you deserve it. Cause I was here, building up this shit with bricks. When all along you've been building with sticks. And then your attention hound came around, looked around, then threw a fit and blew them down. From the day that we were younger and we played pretend, I thought that you'd be one of my forever friends. But time goes on and it's friendship turns. We never were the same again. Saving me for stupid men.
Fish Bob, are you rocking with it?
Yeah, I'm rocking with it. That's that smoke. That's what we've been looking for.
No side, no friend, no side, no friend, no side, no side best friend, no side, no friend, no side, no side best friend. And I hate being sentimental.
It's a vibe here.
Got no time in my schedule, no. These friendship bitches sentimental. So I leave my words inside of this hip instrument. No time, no time, no time, no time, no time to be a sad best friend. No time, no time, no time, no time, no time to be a sad best friend.
The radio hit.
That was all right.
Definitely.
I know, man. Look, honestly,
What's the artist
This
name
got a
again?
character to me. I was gonna run it back just a little bit. Hold on.
What's the artist name again?
Hold on. I want a little bit more. Hold on. I was rocking with her. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the comments. I like this.
And I hate being sentimental. Got no time in my schedule, no. These friendship bitches detrimental. So I leave my words inside of this here instrumental. No time, no time, no time, no time to be a side best friend.
Ooh.
No time, no time, no time, no time, no time to be a side best friend.
That was all right.
Thank you.
Girl, I want to know more who you are. Fisher Robert, what you think of that? Side best friend.
Still listening to it. That's doing hot.
That's hot.
Dope. That's a dope song.
And truth be
We need,
told,
the artist, we need the artist to tap in with us.
very soulful. Remind me, if you're a music connoisseur like I am, she's a white girl and very soulful voice. I'm looking at her picture on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Pretty girl, very soulful. Remind me of Josh Stone. If you know who Josh Stone is, look it up. Very soulful girl. I want to hear some more of her. But girl, in the meantime, our special guest is coming. But right now we have artists in the wings. We're gonna hear a couple of artists that's gonna come on, and we like to critique it live on the show. Seriously. You want to go with Nephew or you want to go with Little Easy first?
Let's go with Nephew since he's been gone for a minute.
Yeah, let's see if his interview skills are there and all that. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
Yo, Marty A. Johnson, official Raleigh boy. Thank you for having me up on the show tonight. It's your boy Nephew for real, coming to you live from the 603 New Hampshire. You dig what I'm saying?
This how you really are. You just capping right now with all this energy.
Come on, man. Talk to me.
I follow you on IG, and I'm glad you coming on first time this year. It's a whole new energy, a whole new vibe, stuff like that. So before I get to you, hypothetically speaking, because our special guest is already here, and our special guest is posted up, got his hat on, he's ready, CEO mode and everything. So I may not give you no shine yet because rumor has a struggle with his own record label. I might get you discovered today and I had to get my 35+%. Seriously. No, but struggle. There I go. If you can see me, hear me, throw up the peace sign. Okay, good. I'm building up the moment. So okay, peoples, he is here. I'm building up the moment. I'm letting him in 3 minutes. He's getting comfortable and all that. Good. So what did you bring for us today that's pretty much top tier? Because like I said, this show don't discriminate. So if we have a heavy hitter that's here now and no one never heard your music before, what would make this man who recently follows me on Instagram DM me and say, yo, bro, who's that? I want to see who that is. What would you play? Because Fisher Roboy, do we hear the music first off? You and I.
Nah, this is fresh. We all gonna hear it at the same token. So when we about to play this, we don't know what's about to happen. So I hope it's gonna be something dope.
How's this first off?
My
How's this
man Struggle is in the room, so yo, it's gotta be a top tier track.
I'm gonna say this, nephew. This is facts here. Our new friend Struggle, he knocked Drake off the chart. So you know he's a heavy hitter on his own.
Heavy.
So if he knocks Drake off the charts and he's been #1 on iTunes for 3 months consecutively, that's heavy hitter, top tier. Yeah, people, I did my research.
Shout out to you, Waylon Jennings.
Okay, what would you play for us?
So the record that I submitted today is called My Bag. When you listen to this, it's an expression of how I felt in 2015 when I won Division II Baseball's Rookie of the Year in the Northeast 10 Conference. And then after that, I was offered a $20,000 scholarship to my school, and I ended up turning it down. So when you hear the lyrics, when I say you had it all right in your hand and you threw it all away, I'm really referring to myself.
Fish Rob, are you sold with the story or are you sleepy?
Ready to get to the music.
You and me both.
Get to the music.
Let me play your music real quick. Nephew, I hope this is good. For real. And why I gotta look for the music? Why your music's not sent to me, please? Why you didn't send the music to me? What's going on?
Oh no.
We live. Unorganized. Let's get to it. Look, people, I know we're not cutthroat here, but we cut to it. You gotta be prepared here. Look at our presentation.
Here we go, right here.
Little Easy, get your music ready for me, please. Resend the music to me, because I want to get our special guests in. I want to hear the new music and everything. I want to hear about
Right,
the
I'm gonna
story
send
and
it to you.
everything.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Fisher Robert, wake me up when he sends it, please. Nephew, you got 10 seconds. Otherwise, you're going in the waiting room, and I'm letting my special guests in.
Here we go.
You send it to martyajohnson4@gmail.com, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Look, he got his management popping in, everything. His heavy hitters, his publicist is popping in. So this is for real. So, sir, do not disappoint me here. Otherwise, Fisher Wild Boy, let's go back to season 1. If we don't like it, what happens? We ain't gonna waste no time. I want a situation.
Were you able to receive that, Martier?
I got it. Fisher Wild Boy, let's go back to season 1 if we don't like it. Tap in, let's go. Come on. Struggle, you next.
Thinking too much, you've been on my head. You got me so crazy, got my heart on the red. Really thought I know you, but I didn't know you well. Cause the way you acting now is not the girl I fell for. I still better know for forget that you only give me half of your attention. I take that. Hoping I see you again. Don't know why I feel like this. Got me drunk, intoxicated. I really wanna know if you stay. I really wanna know will you stay. I'm hoping that you feel the same way. I really wanna know if you stay. I really wanna know will you stay. Will you stay? I left you a message. I don't know if you even read it. I gave you my soul and it's tearing me down. I've been hurting, looking for answers. I've been praying. God told me I got this. I know I've been calling too much. I'm not too paranoid. I hope you come back and feel this boy. I'm just waiting on you. I'm just waiting on you now. Just waiting on you now. I really wanna know where you stay. I really wanna know where you stay. I'm hoping that you feel the same way.
Martier, it's a little easy. This is a little easy song.
Oh shit, my fault. My bad. I'm gonna play yours for him. That's gonna be my favorite from me to you. My apology, because I don't like it. Y'all should told me this in the get-go. My apologies, live anything happen. Fish Roy, let's let our special guest in for real. Let's let him in so we can get it cracking. Come on. Let me play this clip and I'm letting him in. So my apologies. Look, my apologies. That's my fault. All right. Johnson show more than anybody.
Exactly. We're gonna continue to keep exactly. We don't get AL.
Look, AL live. I'm so these artists they claiming I'm so mean to everybody.
Look at man, I'm Simon Cowell.
Fish Robert, let our special guest in, please. If you don't mind, I got it. This gentleman here, he's in CEO mode already. But however, let me give an introduction to what I know about him. When his team reached out to me, I wanted to find out a little bit more about him. The first 2 minutes, I was already sold. I was like, I want him on immediately. he definitely has a story to tell. He grew up like me from the low income housing, and he got a story to tell from having a gun at 12 years old, but he transcended over the years, becoming a CEO of his own record label. As I mentioned before, he dominated the charts on iTunes for months consecutively, and he was also number one on Billboard of all genres, not just country. And I really want to get the story up close and personal. We want to say hello to now our good friend, Mr. Struggle Jennings. Peace, brother. How you feeling?
Struggle.
I'm incredible. How you guys doing?
We're good.
Brother.
Well, welcome to the Marty A. Johnson Show. I'm Marty, in case you can't tell. And this is my co-host down here, Official Raleigh Boy.
What's up, Struggle?
How you doing, brother? You good?
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
We're
man.
good.
Thanks for having me on, man. Had a super crazy day today, and thought I was gonna miss it, but I got here just in time.
Well, first of all, let me shout out your team, Gail and Ben.
Yeah,
they've been communicating with my peoples for a minute now, and they're wonderful. So we want to salute to them. So when they told you about us, what made you say yes? Otherwise, you was just gonna say, what made you say you want to do the show?
well, I always do my due diligence, you know. And they were like, "Hey, we want you to go on this Marty A show," and I said, "Well, send me a link." And they sent me a link to the YouTube channel. I ran through a couple of them, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun."
Buckle up. It's real talk. It's real conversation. You know,
we family on this show.
Definitely.
Yeah, I see that. I catch the energy.
Everybody come here, man.
It's all good here.
Have a good time, and we support each other, and all we want to do is all win. So, and take care of our family. So basically, that's what we all about too, man.
Hey, I got a saying that my whole team says, "Family over everything till everything is gone."
That's right.
That's what it's
You've
about.
been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I've been making music for about 21 years now. Me and Jelly did an album 20 years ago, our first collab album called Halfway House. So we've been rocking for 20 years and making music. He took it a little bit more serious than I did for a long time. I started having kids at a young age, and so I had one foot in the streets, one foot in the studio, and most times both feet in the streets. And but he kept it going, and his perseverance, you know, got me through prison. Just as far as, you know, he kept pushing and gave me that hope while I was behind the bars that this shit was possible. You know.
No, it's definitely possible. When you look back, just growing up, when you was in the streets, you was outside, all the way outside. Do you feel like you where you're supposed to be right now?
Oh yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't have changed a thing. I wouldn't have changed a day on my prison sentence. I wouldn't have changed. You know, there's a few people that we've lost along the way that, of course, I wish were still here. But besides that, I wouldn't change anything that happened because it got me right where I'm at. Not only did it get me here, but it got me here with a story to tell and a testimony to be able to inspire young guys and guys and women that are going through the things that we went through, to be able to have that to hold on to and say, "Hey man, if he did it, I can do it. I ain't no better than the next man. I just didn't give up, and I just buckled down and put the work in." So being able to overcome all that and make it through that has given a lot of guys that come from the same place that we come from the hope to keep pushing. You know, like that young brother that was just on right before me. Like, you know, I was that guy at one point. You know, and I was grinding. I was playing my music for people. I was out on the strip in Panama City at spring break, giving out CDs, rapping for people, trying to get them to buy my CD. And now, you know, 15 years later, I own a label with 5 other artists, and got a couple albums in the pipeline. Finna drop another one. Just did 41 amphitheaters with my brother Jelly Roll. Finna do 12 arenas with Brandon month. You know, so moral of the story is, man, faith and hard work. You just don't let up. The game ain't over till you quit playing, right? You can't lose the game until you quit playing. You might be down, but you still got a chance to get back up.
People don't know that, like you said, you've been doing this for 20 years in the game. Terry won like 3 years ago. You got your quote unquote viral moment that kept going viral. Do you feel that was pretty much your catapult to the masses, so to speak? Even though they love hell, I know they love you in Tennessee. Shout out to all y'all because y'all showed up tonight. So do you feel like that when you feel like you got your big break, so to speak?
Yeah, it comes in waves, man.
Okay.
There's been so many times throughout my career where I thought it was that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's times, I did a 5 songs with Drummer Boy when he had every #1 on the radio, and I was in Atlanta recording at Patchwork and Tree Sound, and I'm around like J. Cole and Big Sean and my guy Yellow Wolf, and we're all in the same realm at that time, all coming up, and I thought that was that moment, and I'm with Justice League, having drinks and chilling in the studio and cutting songs with Drummer, and I thought that was that moment, and when it's that time, and you'll have a lot of those moments throughout a career, like God We Need You Now, and that moment in 2021 and again in 2022 was definitely another level up. And then this last tour was another level up because I was in front of 1 million people in the course of 81 days, performing on stage. So it's like there's different. You got to keep looking for those steps up, and you can't get discouraged when it feels like those numbers dip down or anything. You got to keep pushing and know that as long as you keep pushing and shoving it down the throat, they eventually got to swallow. But that was definitely a defining moment, and it was definitely a pinnacle. And I got some accolades. I got some gold records from that moment, and I got some Billboard charts hanging on the wall from that moment. And now it's like you just keep working to get the next one, and the next one's gonna be bigger.
When you got, even though there's a lot of artists that get success and all that, when did you get your big check? When did you feel like you got that? They gave you that big check. When was that?
I'm still
success
waiting.
and money's different.
I'm still waiting on that big check. It's crazy. You get to a certain point where you get a big check and they swallow it up. Especially me running a label. Like I get some. I remember when that money really started. And to be honest, when I felt like I got that big check, looking back, it wasn't big at all in the grand scheme of things, But
keep talking.
I remember coming home from prison and getting that first YouTube check for like 10 grand for the month and being like, oh man, I made it, And,
talk about it.
Yeah, like I remember that, and I remember calling Jelly Roll like, bro, I just got 10 grand for this month off YouTube, and he's like, man, just wait. I thought I had made it at that point, and then because I've stayed independent, the money doesn't come in big checks as much as it just comes consistently.
Yeah.
Because I own my masters, I own my publishing, so that money comes in every month, and we watch the analytics and we say, okay, we could have done better this month this way. I've got an amazing team that rocks with me and make sure that we're on top of all of that and constantly trying to push the bar and figure out new ways to be seen and be heard. And because we don't have the backing of a major label, you get that backing and you get that kind of budget. It's a different world, but a lot of times you got to give up a lot to get that.
And you got to recoup it back and all that stuff.
Yeah. And the way a lot of those major labels recoup you, it's insane. You really end up living advance to advance, right? You get a check and you got to live off of it, and then it takes so long to recoup. That's why when I started my label and I structured it, I made it artist friendly to where straight out the gate, you're not recouping off of 100%. You're getting a percentage so that you can live. And I take care of my artists, make sure they got that bottom line.
Yeah.
For them to go out and get their own shows and grind. I mean, we get them every opportunity we can, but they got to put the work in too. Because a lot of people who do that, they'll get with a label. I did it the first time. I've signed one record label in my life, and he's still my business partner, good friend of mine now. He's a partner in my label, but he owned a label at the time, and I signed to him and thought, oh, I made it. It. Here I am. And where's my beats at? Where's my studio time? Like I sat back like the label was supposed to do everything. And
nope.
That put a hinder on my career and my growth as an artist. So I learned from that, of course, you know, and now I try to preach that to the artists that I've got signed. Like, hey, you got to keep grinding. I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna
Y'all
give
hear that?
every
Listeners,
bit
viewers,
of
y'all hear that?
And he on tour.
yeah.
You hear what
I'm gonna give you every bit of my platform. I'm gonna give you every dollar that we can give you. We're gonna push as hard as we can.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, it is solely up to you. Everything that happens is gonna be a direct result of the work you put in, always.
And you know what? I'm glad you're focused on the work. I mean, I know about the story about your grandfather, your mom having you at 16. I know all that. But I want to focus. And and no disrespect, you're not using it as your crutch for no sad story. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? For sale.
no,
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah,
This
yeah.
happened to me. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you like
I don't want
I'm out
this.
here working.
I want it to be happy. I
There
want
you
it to
go.
triumph. You know, turn them struggles into successes and triumph.
Got you.
You know, I was
I
just
like you.
the reason I was running late today is I just spoke in Kentucky to the opioid committee, right,
Okay.
at the Attorney General's office, and because I'm opening 25 rehabs in the next 2 years, and
Go ahead.
so I got to tell that story in that meeting. You know,
Congratulations.
oh man, thank you so much. It's been such a blessing, man. Being blessed and knowing that the blessings return when you bless more, and being able to give this back, and now shift a little bit of this focus of mine and give this platform, because I've been inspiring through music, right? But now I get to put boots on the ground and really
Okay.
go to these communities and not only build a detox program, a 28-day program, an aftercare program, but we're building boxing gyms and community centers so that these kids that were like me, you know, my daddy was murdered when I was 10.
Yep.
My mom was 16 when she had me working 2 jobs trying to figure it out. And so I automatically, you know, veered towards the streets and didn't have any real male figures that were daily present in my life except for the dope boys and the guys in my neighborhood that I looked up to. So I automatically at 12, I joined a gang and started selling drugs and started moving into that crime life. And so as we're going into these communities and we're starting these rehabs, we're also building the community around it and trying to prevent the kids that are going to even get in there. Like this first community that we're going to is in Pineville, Kentucky. 3 out of 4 kids that are in school in Pineville, Kentucky have a parent that has been arrested or is incarcerated for substance abuse or drug charges. 3 out of 4, 75% of these kids. It's the 4th largest in the nation per capita, right? So we're just going into them and we're attacking them from all angles, you know, and these community centers are going to be a big part of it. You know, I put my sons in boxing and I saw how it was affecting them, just being able to have that extra community and those strong leaders in the community that they can look up to. And because even though, you know, I pride myself on being a good father, I'm not there all the time. I'm on the road 150
Married and everything.
I'm in the studio, you know, 10 hours a day sometimes. So, and I've got a good balance, but I know a lot of guys, it's hard, you know, when they're grinding, they're working 10, 12 hours a day, it's hard for them to really balance and be there for their kids as much as possible. And a lot of times, without us even knowing, the kids will start, you know, finding other things to be a part of and other communities outside of their home, other families, you know, gangs and different things like that. So, so I'm so blessed to be attacking that. So
I'm glad. If you're late, we're here with our new friend, Struggle Jenny, with me and the Fisher Wild Boy. I want to ask you this. Your fan base is very diverse.
For sure.
You got the gangsters, you got the ladies, you got the aunties, you got the girls, you got the women, you got something for everyone. With that being said, how do you feel when because some of the people were DMing me privately talking about you know exactly what I'm about to say. They don't want to hear your inspiration. They want to hear the hard shit. They want to hear all the gangster stuff. So how do you feel when you go out to a show with the kids to the audience? So how do you find a happy medium for your audience when you perform?
Well, I think the thing is it's all part of the same, right? Like I gotta tell them what I went through. I gotta give them that rough shit. I gotta give them that struggle. I just have to, in the same sense, I have to show them that light at the end of the tunnel, right? So like my show comes in, you know, I start with Troubadour, Troubled Souls, and then I go into some hard shit. You know, I let the gangsters stand up and clap and get wild. and then I'll pull it back into some of my story. I'll talk in between each song at shows and take them on that ride, you know, because I had to have one to have the other. And I had to have those thunderstorms to appreciate the sunlight that's shining on me now, you know. And I also have to speak to the people that need it. You know, if I was a pastor, right, I wouldn't want to be in the church preaching.
Yeah.
Because they've already made it to church. I want to be in the streets, driving people to church. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Leading them there. So, and I think I found a healthy balance of it, because you can't be a change man and listen to my music and go, oh man, you promoting that same shit.
Yeah.
And you also can't be a street guy that's still in the streets and go, oh man, you done sold out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm telling you, but I still fuck up, man. I do my best, and I'm striving every day to be a better man. But you know, there's plenty of times I want to hop out in traffic and slap shit out of somebody. You know.
Yeah.
But I've been through enough, and I've got riding on it, and I've watched what those type of decisions have caused my family to go through. You know, when I went to prison, I thought I was doing it for my kids, when in the end, my kids ended up being the biggest victim. They ended up in foster homes, ended up drugged through trap houses until, you know, their mother ended up losing custody of them, and they went to foster homes. And then, you know, eventually she passed away from an overdose. So like I have that responsibility to keep it honest with my fans, with my kids, and let them know, hey, this is what I've been through. I did this. I'm not going to run from that. But this is also how I turned it around. And I'm not that same guy. I can be.
Right.
You pour the right gasoline on the fire, you know, it sparked back up. And I got a new single coming out this month called Twisted that's talking about that. It's rowdy. I love it. But, you know, I think it's just find that balance of being honest. And in that honesty, you know, a lot of these rappers ain't honest.
Hell
All the
no.
shit they talking about they ain't doing that, man. When you see rappers all up in the videos with guns talking about they done fought cases and been to prison and all that, no, they ain't. Or you would not have that gun in your hand, because now you is a convicted felon, and you're gonna get an armed career criminal act and get 20 years for that gun in that video.
If you went through that for real, you can't hold that pistol like that in that video.
No, you cannot. BG learned the hard way.
I cannot.
BG's out. I love BG's out, and I'm seeing him catch another wave, man, and I love that, because you know, I was an 80s baby, so Hot Boy.
You and me both.
That was my era. So I love it. Yeah, but you know, he learned that the hard way, and
shout out to BG.
A lot of these guys,
shout out Hot Boy.
Yeah, man.
Shout
a
out
lot
to the
of
crew.
Guys, they ain't really doing what they say. So it's like, it's crazy. I just saw Russ doing an interview about this.
Okay.
And he was just talking about that. You know, like, what are you promoting to the kids? You know, and I get it. There's music, like, you know, I've done some gangster music that probably could have led some kids straight down the wrong path, because I was engulfed in that, right? And so I'm not knocking any young artists that are doing that. I like to always tell them, just think about if that's what you really needed to hear. Would you be where you're at if that's how you were still acting? You know?
Right. That's right.
No,
that's right.
Struggle. You lived the life. You still living. You're doing wonderful work. What made you? Honestly, you don't even have to make music no more. You can just really just sail off in the sunset, be the family man, and work on your rehabs and just tour off the music. What makes you continue to keep on going?
It's the fans, man. It's for one, music's in my soul and my heart, and I'll never be able to quit doing music, you know. But I get up every day, and I have thousands of messages and DMs from fans that are like, man, your music got me through this, or I'm getting through this right now because of your music. Whether it's addiction, prison, a divorce, going back to their family, going back to their lives, whatever that may be, that is their struggle in that moment, just lost a loved one. They're finding a song of mine and they're attached to that, and they're holding on to that for dear life in their grieving process, or in their healing process, or in their leveling up and finding that confidence and that, you know, that fire to say, no, I can do this. So I feel like I still have a responsibility you know.
Okay.
So I continue to try to lead them in the way that Brandon Gilbert just told me the other day, because, you know, I've been moving into country, doing a lot of country stuff. And he said, Struggle, don't forget to dance with the girl that brought you to the party.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not done dancing. And it was my music and my rap and me telling my story and me showing my journey through the lens and giving them the honest, raw truth that got me to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep giving it to them. You know,
Right.
I am working on these rehabs, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this. But the music is still at the forefront of that, because I wouldn't have the platform that I have to be able to help these people and to go into these facilities and these inmates, or, you know, these recovering addicts know who I am and get excited that I'm there, and then get to hear my story and then go, oh shit, I can listen to him because he know what he's talking about. He's been right where I'm at before, you know. So it's all coincided, and it's all part of the brand. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the purpose and the mission. And the music's the soundtrack to the great shit we're gonna do.
Let's talk about some music. I'm about to play your music. Plus, honestly, you're a young OG. You and I are about the same age. You might got me by a year or two. When you listen to, I want you to tap in with us. Hell, I want to do that too. And I want to play your new single as well. Also, when people listen to music, sing you music and stuff like that, what do you look for? When people sing you music and stuff like that, when people like sing you music, want you to sign them or work with them, what do you look for?
Well, I'm a lyric guy, right?
Okay.
So, because I understand, especially when you're starting out, you don't always have access to the greatest production.
Right, right, right.
Bring it. We say this all the time. Go ahead.
That's number one.
So a lot of people, I know a lot of people, labels especially and stuff, they'll automatically listen to the beat and they're like, this doesn't move me. I want to hear the hunger. I want to hear what they got to say. I want to hear the substance. I want to hear their rhyme scheme. I want to hear their wordplay. You know, I want to hear who they are as an artist. I can tune the other stuff out. I mean, we grew up in an era where the beats weren't that great all the time, you know, but
you had to have lyrics. You had to have lyrics.
But Pac was telling a story on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I listen for substance and I listen for hunger. If I can hear it in their voice, and I want to hear something original. I don't want to hear something that sounds like Posty's last record or 21 Savage. I want to hear what separates from everything else that's out there.
Well, perfect. With that being said, I want you to give some feedback to a couple of artists, because you may not, since you did a little homework, just to school you in on a couple of things. Lil Wayne been on this show before. Hell, your guy Bubba Sparks been on this show before. Keisha Cole been on this show before.
Wow.
We've been at every award show pretty much to man, except for the country, which I think we're gonna be going. So with that being said, we be knowing what we're talking about, and the stuff that you're saying, we say the same thing. It's easy to tap someone in with the the right production, but sometimes these artists get 18 likes, they think they multi-platinum, but they have the most shittiest attitude. Do you agree sometimes? What advice you give to them people that think they got it?
Yeah, no, I've realized that the best artists don't have it in them to be shit, right? If you're really that guy and you're creative and you're pouring your heart and soul into these records, every single person that tells you they like your music, it feels good. It makes you appreciate it. All right.
Right.
I know a lot of guys get caught up in quote unquote fame. And that's not what lasts, because people forget and people have moments. And with the kids, they scroll this fast.
Yeah, attention span.
You know what I mean? So just as fast as they'll scroll, they'll forget about you. What impression are you leaving? And how are you connecting with your fans? How are you connecting with the people? Every person you come in contact. I was on my way back today from that meeting at the Capitol, where I spoke on the opiate crisis, and stopped at the gas station, took 30 pictures in the gas station. You know, I was in a super hurry. I had to piss so bad. I was trying to get to the bathroom. But it's those people that stopped and asked me for pictures that even give me the opportunity to be doing what I'm doing right now.
Right. Got it.
If you ever lose sight of that, man, you lose touch. And then you become too self-absorbed and too you lose what's really great about it, and that's the connection your music has with the fans, the relationship you have with the fans. You know, that's what's really great about all this in the long scheme of things. So that's one thing I don't. You know, it's crazy. Jelly Roll, about once a week he'll call me. Or we talk quite a few times in a week.
Jelly Roll need to come on the show next.
He'll call me. About once a week he'll call me and say, "Hey, bro, I just need to talk."
Not Jelly Roll, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Jelly, man. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
He'll
really.
call me out once a week and just say, "Hey, man, I don't want to talk about nothing. I just want to talk to my best friend. Let's just talk like neither one of us even do music. You know, just ground each other back out, just so we don't get weird in all this. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
it's good to have that. So, you know, sometimes just turn it off, man, and go chop it up with people about shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your career. Like I've gotten in the habit of where I call people now and I'm just like, "Hey, what do you got going on? What you doing? How you doing? How was work for you today?" Like let me dive back into that and let me forget that I'm Struggle Jennings and just let me be your bro. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
I think that's important, man, to stay grounded and to stay humble.
Grounded and humble.
You definitely humble. Do you have a particular name for like your fan base and all that? You got a name for them?
Man, I don't, man. You know, I am the poet of the broken and the troubadour of troubled souls. I don't really have a name. You know, it's the brand that I started was Angels and Outlaws. So like, you know, my fan base is kind of just became the Angels and Outlaws. But yeah, I don't have any Swifties.
Okay, well I can't tell because tonight they showed up for you. They showed up for you. Shout out to y'all. Y'all showed out. I can see the girls were inboxing me. They got your merch. I'm like, hell, give me an outlaw shit.
Yeah.
Let me give me a red one with my hat.
Yeah.
So the support is real for you. And I want to salute all y'all peoples because and that's what I mean about the support. You definitely look, you as solid as they come because I would have said goodnight a long time ago.
Nah, I'm chilling, man. Yeah,
I like Struggle energy, man. Struggle, you're a real one, man. You
definitely are the real one.
Hear that you've been through it, and I can relate from my past, so I understand exactly where you're coming from on a lot of things you're speaking about.
Yeah, I've been blessed with some of the most incredible fans. My fans been through shit, man. You know what I mean? And they're going through shit, and that's why, you know, I feel like Leonidas, man. We might not have 3-4 million. We might not be packing out 60,000 people at a show, but man, I got mighty 300, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, my couple 100,000 fans are strong, and they've been through some shit. They're survivors. You know, and that's what I would call my fan base, the survivors.
The survivors. I like that.
I tell them every night, man, I'm so blessed. I get
to your music.
My story to a bunch of survivors.
Shout out to the survivors. Shout out to all y'all. Let me know where y'all chiming in from too. So look, let me get back to the music. Nephew, good luck. Again, what we do on this platform, we have now you part of the family. We have all our celebrity friends, our heavy hitters. We have a segment called Tap In. Fish Rob Boy, tell them about it, please. Why get Nephew together?
Tap In.
What we do here.
Tap In is when we bring artists to the show and they build with us. And when they build with us and we get a feel of how they work, if they hungry, if they have it in a packed in a bag and ready to sell it, or that's like you said earlier. We trying to see what kind of person it is we're gonna deal with to see if we can make something happen on this show. And when we present these people to our show, celebrity friends, it be people that follow the process and they show that they're workable to work with. Once they to you or any of our celebrity friends, they didn't work a little bit to put the grind in just to get here to be presented to an artist. But we're trying to see now is this top tier music, and nobody has heard it because they just coming what they coming with. Just like you said, you can get them to the plate, but it's up to them if they're gonna eat it or not. So they gotta be bringing this heat tonight, especially for you, bro. And we're gonna see what it do tonight.
With that artist before too, so he gets it. That's what I like because he was that dude before.
Yeah,
he understands. He understands.
Nephew, my apologies. I played the wrong record, so I'm gonna take the L. I definitely want to apologize. My bad. and all
Nah,
that.
don't worry, Marty. I didn't even have my record ready to send over to you, so it's all right.
Okay, so let's cut to the chase. You heard our guy's struggle story and all that. Hypothetically speaking, give me 3 words that best describe my bag. That's the name of the record, sir. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Give me 3 words that best describe it. That make struggle going to DM me to see making something pop for you.
Motivational, inspirational, and perseverance.
Okay. Fish Raw Boy, including us, we don't hear it till when?
To now. Let's hit
Struggle
the
look.
music.
It's still the platform. You like it, you can do this. Cut.
By the way, it's an honor to meet you, Struggle Jennings.
Man, likewise, brother.
Yes, sir.
You go.
Hey, can I ask you before you start the music, why'd you turn down the scholarship?
Oh.
It was something that I didn't want to do anymore. I just wanted to work a regular job, make an honest living, get me a little girlfriend, and just live that life. Baseball and sports was something that I was forced to play because I was just good at it naturally.
Yeah. No, I can respect that for sure. Yeah, and you know, I've realized throughout my journey that some of those not all opportunities were great opportunities, right? And a lot of the doors that closed in my face, I wasn't supposed to walk through. And so yeah, man, you probably got some great shit ahead of you. So just keep grinding.
I appreciate that.
And always lead with your heart, man. You know, we think we got it all figured out, man, but the heart knows what's up. So if you really feel something, you feel right about something, go for it. It can never be an L if you learn a lesson from it, right? So,
That's right. Yeah, and I also understood that what it was that I had turned down, I knew whatever it was that I was going to end up doing, I was going to be great at it. So here I am.
There you go.
Well, let's see if his music going to pop. I hope so. Look, we look like we're going to see. On a side note, Struggle, your team actually will be in Nashville. I said, look, I think if I had to take a trip to Nashville, my co-host and I, we would be happy to come to Nashville. Stop at a tour date.
Yeah,
with a camera crew and all.
Where y'all based out of?
We're in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
Don't worry, we will travel if necessary.
Yeah, well, also check out that tour schedule and anyone that I know we're all up and down there on the East Coast.
Okay.
On this next tour, so you find one of those shows and let's do it right.
Perfect. Oh, do it right. For us, when we come, we have to be backstage with you.
For sure.
I'm not saying,
got to.
Oh, perfect. For sure, we had to put that in the atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Definitely going to check Struggle out, man. I like his music, and he's I like his personality. I do too. I like his person. So, yo, man, you all good with me, bro. I like what you're doing, and I like your story. It does help when you listen to your stories, and it's just
let's hear nephew's story, please. Let's tap in.
Let's go, nephew.
Nephew, good luck. Give me something top tier.
I get it back and I get it off. I don't need me a cup for my money up. Only that for the tip my brother's on. I get back to the city and turn it up. Every day that I wake up, I gotta go chase it. I gotta achieve all my dreams. I got something that say ain't got no that hate. You come here, ain't on me. My bag chase, pull around with the hit. Squad, try to run, you won't give a fuck. Need a payment with a blood scar. Get back to the money, need a bag today. You had it all, running your hands and you threw it all away. You lost it all, and you ain't fall. I'm pushing, I'm chasing that chicken, I'm pushing the pedal to the floor, and you know that I'm doing a dash. Drink too much Hennessy, got me an arrow, praying to God that the nigga don't crack. My prime, you say that you got him, I'll drop him off, thinking back with some chains in the back. But that wasn't enough, cause we needed some more, now we gotta spin back on the block, get it all. Yeah, I'm talking right now. Take them hitters on the pipe down. Bring your city like it's my time. Who is that they got something to say? I told them I get it, I told them the patient, I told them they all wait. I'm still sitting down, I'm still on my grind, like I'm doing all. Remember the things that I'm seeing in my dreams when I work in my sleep, when I gotta go chase them. It's only one route, if I stick to the plan, I stay in my lane, and I know I'm a man. If I see this a bad, I can make, then I can't get it down. When I pass it up, I gotta take it until I have it. We crew the financial stand, I won't say that I'm in. Every time I go to the bank and I cash in my checks, now I'm doing first name pages. At least at a cop in the same bank, I came back in a few months and I paid it. Now when I pop out, I watch them hate, I keep the grass, to get rid of the slate. Fill my pack, push your ass out the way, telling me that I'm gonna be great. I've been going through so much in life, but I gotta keep going, go hard and get more in my bag. Somebody just try me, I want this one, you can try one thing, it's gonna slide on your way. Before I can do it, I gotta run through it, I make sure I'm covered and put up my man. And then after it's done, buckle up from the carpets and put another flow, and I'm doing the hit me up, gotta say, I make money in 3 different kind of ways. I ain't thinking about it, I'm losing mate. So what's the last thing that's been on my mind? If you ain't talking money, there ain't no more reason for you to be calling my line. Cause the diamonds are rubber, so rare when you find me and that hit the light, I'ma shine. Bad chicks, pull around with the hit squad. Try to run, you won't give a fuck. You can pay me with a blood scar. Get back to the money, need a bag of thing. You had it all, bring in your hands and you threw it all away. You lost it all, and you ain't fall.
No struggle. That was not me rapping. That was our guy nephew.
I was about to say, Marty, hey, you was holding out on me. Yeah, no, I was having a hard time really hearing all the lyrics just because of this phone and the way that the stream is. But definitely caught a vibe from it. Definitely something that I could see starting my old school up, dropping the top, and starting the day off with. It definitely had a nice vibe. So, how old are you?
I'm 27. Nope, 28. I just turned 28 last week. Damn, I don't even know.
So happy birthday.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, just getting
Belated,
started.
bro.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that song loud for sure, and definitely had a nice vibe to it. So
I'll DM it to you.
yeah, DM it to me. I'd like to turn that up. You might see me on Instagram tomorrow, banging it as I'm headed to the gym.
Oh,
hey.
Make sure you send me his ad too. Send me his page.
I will.
So in case it passed that first in the morning, first cup of coffee, about to go to the gym and slang some weight around, it passed that test. I'll make sure I put it on my Instagram in the morning.
I'm gonna send to you while we're talking. All right, nephew, I'm gonna give it to you in a minute. Question. When you see, I'm gonna let you hear one more artist in a second. When you think of mainly us black artists, even though R&B hip hop is really a form of country altogether, it's all entwined in one. But that being said, when you see people like Lionel Richie, Darius Rucker, K Michelle, now Beyonce, like crossing over to the country world, does that bother you?
No, not at all. I fucking love it. I love it. Let's invade, right? Because I don't, I came from a place where we didn't really see color, and I understand that a lot of people don't really get that, and they're like, nah, but you still. It's like, nah, we really didn't. I was part of street gang, and I was the only white boy in a lot of situations.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really. I always judged people by character.
Okay.
And the reality is with music, there is no lines, right? Because like me being a 12-year-old white kid, gravitating towards every word that Tupac was saying, feeling like he was telling my life story. There was no color or it was hey, this is what I'm going through. This is me. He's telling my story, and so I love seeing it. I love seeing I was a huge, like I said, I was an 80s baby, so I was all R&B and rap. I didn't really fall in love with country till I was like in my 30s. Now country was a backdrop to my childhood because of like my uncles and stuff. The neighborhood I lived in called the Nations, the west side of Nashville. Mm-hmm. Preston Taylor, which was the projects, and then the Nations was in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It was like the lower class white. It was the white hood, right?
Yep.
Oh, and they were literally separated by train tracks. And both neighborhoods were surrounded by factories and the state penitentiaries. So we all grew up. By the time I was growing up, and I was there in the 90s, it was so integrated that those lines were blurred. You drive down California Ave and you'd see white boys with mullets playing horseshoe in the front yard, selling weed, listening to Leonard Skinner. You drove down 2 blocks of Kentucky Ave and you'd see white boys like me with braids, black dudes, listening to Tupac, UGK, selling crack. Like it was all blurred and mixed. We were all one in the struggle and in poverty, right? So through my journey, I've realized that music is a reflection of emotion, right? It's what somebody's going through. It's like somebody's story, and they are all the same, you know, as far as blues and country music and hip hop. I still listen to 90% hip hop, you know, even as an adult. But I love country music, and I just the same as I love blues. You know, I'm producing a blues record on my daughter right now.
Ooh, nice.
She dropped 3 albums, all of them charted #1 on the blues charts.
Yeah, what's your daughter's name? What's your daughter's name?
Brianna Harness. Brianna Harness. She is.
Is that her social media? What's her social media too? The Brianna Harness on social media too?
Yeah, at Brianna Harness. And,
Brianna Harness, y'all. Go follow her on social media, Instagram.
She's fire, bro, and she's got a real story. Her mama was a stripper, daddy was a dope boy. I went to prison. Her mom was in and out of prison, did fair time, and she was kind of on her own by the time she was 13. With you know, me and her mom not being around. I was in prison. Yeah. Got out when she was 16, and she's been by my side ever since. You know, just rocking with me, and she is one of the strongest young women that I've ever met in my life. She's taught me so much about life and unconditional love and perseverance. Like, but she got a real story to tell, and she drops in blues because she's like, "This is my blues. This is my story." You know.
Probably leave that up. I'm write that down. Well, no, I want to. Yeah.
Yeah, she's fire. You gotta check her out.
Oh no, we're gonna check her out. That's no whole nother show. We're gonna have her on here with us. Yeah. We're gonna play a couple of games before I play your video. We have a new game. It's called 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
So with that being said, I'm gonna give you a category and you have to rank them from number 3, number 2, number 1. If I say something like, Fish Raleigh boy, you lobster, shrimp, or crab, your favorite food from number 3 to number 2, number 1.
Crab, lobster, shrimp.
You got the game, correct?
Yep.
So when I'm gonna switch up with some hip hop, and then I'm gonna give maybe a little country. Since I like that you're a hip hop head and everything. So like I said, I'm gonna give hip hop. I know you listen to hip hop. I can tell.
Oh yeah.
You've been around a lot of everybody. I'm gonna say that.
But Marty, tell him is number 3 his best or number 1 is his favorite when it's 3, 2, 1.
You're gonna start with number 3 for your number 3 choice, number 2 to number 1. You gotta struggle.
Oh, gotcha.
When I give them, it's in no numeric order for me. But you're the special guest. All right, hip hop duels. You're gonna have Jay-Z and Foxy, Little Kim and Biggie, or Fat Joe and Remy.
Fat Joe and Remy.
Who's number 3 on the list?
That's Fat Joe and Remy.
Okay. I'm ready to hear your number 2 so we can argue. You got.
I'm gonna have to say, then Jay, then Biggie.
Okay.
Biggie was an era, man.
I give it you. Fish Rob boy, give him one. We're gonna go back and forth. He's gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you 2.
All right. Let's do
or do you need my help? And you want to come back? You want to do
yeah.
Okay, let me go to the country girls. Fish Rob boy, old school and new school.
New school.
Okay.
New school.
Okay. Ooh. Let's go with the country girls. I ain't gonna say Tip. Carrie Underwood, Kelly Pickler, or Shania Twain, even though she's a little legendary. So number 3, number 2, number 1. I can't hear you. Chris Robert, can you hear me?
Yeah, now he good.
Can you hear him?
Nah, it's still on mute. You got to touch the it's at the bottom when you go to more.
Walk him through it.
Yeah, touch the bottom of the screen where it say more.
Oh, he has to do it. Am I right?
Yeah, I see it. It's a mic. As long as his mic is not on red, then he should be able to be heard. You got a mic right there. You can touch your mic and see if it's on mute and unmute. There you go. There it is. Do it again.
You got him. Test.
It should be on now. It's off mute now. Can't you struggle if it's off mute? Do like this. Ain't it off mute?
You can hear us though, but we can't hear him.
We can't hear him though.
I'm gonna kick you out and come back in. I said I'm gonna kick him out and come back in.
All right, yeah, bring him back in.
All right, so he's coming back. He's all right. He's all right. Little Easy, what are you gonna play? My apologies from earlier. He's coming back. So Easy, get your record together. Then Struggle's back. So hold on.
Little Easy, what up, Little Easy?
Y'all got me?
Perfect.
Nah,
Got you.
it was crazy. We were sitting there talking about my daughter, and my daughter called. And then so I cleared the call, but then I never bounced back. I couldn't get y'all back.
No worry. Well, welcome back. We got you back. So let's get that back to the game. I'm taking good. I'm taking Kelly off the list. Kelly Pickler off the list. We love her, but she's gonna be number 3. So them other girls too much heavy hitters. I say let's go back to Carrie Underwood, Shania Twain, or Reba.
Oh man.
All them are powerhouses.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Oh man, I'm gonna get filleted for saying this.
Okay, we're gonna go Reba.
I don't care.
Shania or Carrie from number 3.
Are we talking about impact or talent?
You are the guest. Then
All right, cool.
Then you try to dress up the best way you can because you want to get in trouble.
All right. I'm gonna have to say.
Who's number 3?
They're gonna fry me for this. My 3, even though she's iconic and she's a staple of country music, I've met her and she's an asshole. So I'm gonna say Reba number 3. And
we're gonna get back to that question. Go ahead.
I'm say sorry to all the country fans because she is amazing and she has set a standard and probably has some of the biggest country records ever. And then I'm gonna say Carrie Underwood because she's arguably one of the best female vocalists in country music history ever. And then I'm gonna say Shania Twain because I'm an '80s baby and she shook it.
Shania paved the way in the '90s,
and she's like 50 and still rocking like she's 25. She's got it. So, and that's
what you talking about? Okay, what happened to Reba? So let's talk. You tell me what happened to Reba?
So I'm gonna tell you about Reba, man. And Reba, I can't take away her artistry or who she is. She's an icon. I was working at a restaurant.
Okay.
She had no idea who I was. I came up and I was like, Reba, it's such an honor to meet you, right? She blew me off and acted like I was a peasant. And then she was talking to my manager at the time. My manager was like, oh yeah, that's Waylon Jennings' grandson. And she was like, oh my God, it's such an honor to meet you. It's like, nah, bitch, not now. 5 minutes ago when I was a busboy, you didn't want to talk to me. But now that my pawpaw is your big homie, now you say hi.
You got the cosign. Oh yeah.
And that could be a little bit of bitter hater in me from when I was a kid and I got my little feelings hurt by her, but
no, I like your list. Fish Fry, will give him 2. So I want him here, EJ, so I can play his video, please.
All right, check this out. Let's go to the albums. All right, Waylon and Willie 1, Waylon and Willie 2, or Waylon and Willie 3.
Man, I'm gonna have to do it. 1 is 3, 3 is 2, and 2 is 3. 2 is 1. 1 is 3, 3 is 2,
1.
And Waylon Willie 2 is number 1.
All right. Okay.
And reason I say that, number 1 was amazing. It was the first time we did it. There's something so special about that album. I was
What
fresh
about
out.
number 2? Yeah, what about the second album though? What was so special about that?
It was just that was that defining moment. Like that was that moment where me and Jelly were both putting about 100 people in a room, right? I'm opening for him. We 100, 200 people showing up to these shows. I'm fresh out of prison. I'm on tour, sleeping in a van, you know, Jelly sleeping in a van, and we're just out there rocking. Waylon and Willie 2 hit. We dropped Can't Go Home and Fall in the Fall. We went out on tour and they come tell us, hey, you know, this place sold out. And me and Jelly were like, what? We went over, looked out the front door. There's 1,300 people lined all the way down the street in Louisville, Kentucky. We look at each other like, holy shit. And it that was that album that just, it took Jelly, you know, and gave me a huge boost. Jelly was already, I'd been in prison 5 years. He'd been out there grinding, sleeping in vans, opening for everybody he could, doing every show he could. So he was already, you know, at that tipping point. And I'm coming up fresh out of prison. I'm grinding, I'm on his heels. But he had already put in all that work, right? So that was like that. Where it pushed me like this, it pushed him like that. You know,
right.
And since then he's been unstoppable, and I've just watched him continue to take those big leaps, and I have too. But you know, I'm playing catch up still, you know, and Jelly's made all the right decisions, and he's done an incredible job.
Yo, shout out to Jelly Roll.
Yeah, man, shout out Jelly. But so and that song, that album still to this day, Fall in the Fall, was my first gold record. Outlaw Shit might have hit gold. We just never got it audited. It's platinum now, but it hadn't quite. It might have already hit gold, but I still count Fall in the Fall as my first gold record because it's the first gold plaque that I ever got. Jelly brought it to the studio to me, you know, and we celebrated that together. But it still outstreams almost everything in our catalogs. It's still
what about Widow's Son?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. I think it got slept on. I think sometimes it gets overlooked, but there's some songs on there that are that body of work just has. I mean, I'm out of prison. I'm fighting that urge to go back to the street. Good, but I've still got that dog just barking inside of me. You know what I mean? And that album, Widow's Son, is just, it embodies that so good. Still to date, it's in my rotation of when I just need to turn something on and just feel that.
Yeah.
Like Outlaw Life with me and Tico. That song takes me back to a moment where I'm just like, I just want to growl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Widow's Son's definitely one of my favorite bodies of work, front to back. My brother DJ Scatterbrains produced it. He was my DJ, and it was like, bro, you know, I make beats, and I'm like, whatever. And I was like, let me hear something, and it was slapping. And so he did all the Waylon and Willie. He produced all the Waylon and Willies. He produced Widow's Son and Troubadour Troubled Souls with me, and then a bunch of albums we co-produced for my artists. And it's special, you know, man. When you're really rapping, you're really writing songs from the heart, man. You look back at each one of those, and you can remember the smell, and the taste, and the feel, and the energy, and you can still. It takes you back to a moment in your life, and that was a cool moment.
When you come home from prison, bro, 2016, right?
Yep, 2016 January.
All right. Yo, man, you had a good career since then, man. We watched you. Your fans is here tonight. Yo, we appreciate you for coming to the show.
Three months.
Appreciate you.
3 more months, I come off parole. Finally.
And you're gonna be clean. You're gonna be straight clean.
Be done.
Man.
Straight clean again. Start over.
Yeah, I just gotta hope some of these people have been talking shit. They've been getting saved by me being on parole. I don't, you know.
Well, that's another story, but you know, you ain't doing that. You ain't got nothing to do with none of that. So we clean.
Every once in a while, they get me riled up. I'll be like, y'all just remember I come off parole in June.
For real.
Same energy, but I don't want no smoke, man. I'm loving life right now. I'd rather
man.
Because I realize, man,
baby, bro, you've been there, done that.
Yeah,
No,
people say stuff about you, right? And a lot of 99% of the time, it's just a reflection on how they view themselves,
that's true.
how they feeling about themselves.
Yeah,
And
that's what it is.
realize
I learned that. I learned that too.
I just recently had somebody that I felt like they was about to take a shot at me. They were saying some little shit online and stuff, and I felt like, and then I was like, what does that even really matter? Like that's really how somebody else feel about me. It really doesn't affect my day because I know what I'm doing, right? If I
You
let
on tour?
myself
You ain't
get
thinking
out,
about them?
if I let myself get out of character, because I come from the rap world, so it's like the hip hop and from the
Yeah.
streets. Like, man, this songs don't end too well in the area we're from. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wars are started over that, so that's why I've never indulged in
Right.
doing.
The hip hop game will get under your skin and have you coming looking for a dude like, yo, I'm coming to see you.
Man, and I got beautiful babies that are being raised up right now and thriving in life. So we're gonna ignore all that. They say if you
That's
throw,
right.
you don't throw no fire, you don't blow no air into a fire, it just goes out.
Right.
That's right.
Fish Robert, I want him to hit easy, so I'm getting his video.
Little easy. Bring him in, Marty.
His video is Oh, Lord, I came. I'm doing a new video. Literally,
Shout
Easy
out
been
to
paying
Trouble
attention.
Jennings, man.
OG.
Yeah, it was popping. How you doing?
What's up, Lil Easy?
How you doing, man?
Everything good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for today.
Remind our special guests. Remind us where you down there from.
Yes, I'm from Houston. Well, I was born in Honduras, but I live in Houston, Texas. I've been living here since 2012.
H-Town. Where you from, Honduras?
Yeah.
Yeah, all my best friends, all my charge partners that I call my big conspiracy case, they're all from Honduras.
Oh,
Shout
that's
out
nice.
to Spana. He got sent back to Honduras. That's my guy.
Shout out, man.
Talk to him all the time. We fought a big case together, and they ended up sending him back, but he beat a lot of the charges. So it's crazy over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot.
He tells me stories all the time. Since he's been back over there, it's a whole nother world over there.
Yeah, totally.
Little
Well, I'm
Easy,
glad
you
you're
have,
here doing music.
Yes, sir.
Little Easy, you got 20 seconds to tell me about Stay. That's gonna blow our special guests away. You have 20 seconds to sell it to us. Go.
Okay, the way I can describe this song is hurt, uncertain, and love. Is basically anybody can relate to the songs, like somebody leaving you and you feel like in a way like where this person is, or you just feel like the hurt and uncertainty of like what's gonna happen next. It's kind of like something relatable. Anybody can relate to it. It was experience. I went through it last year, so kind of just put it into a song.
Best way to do it.
Is it young man? Is this top tier scale of 1 to 10? What do you give it?
I give it a 10 personally, and you can decide what I give it.
So do you think this is okay? Let me be quiet. Let me let it play. Good luck, sir. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Okay, let's go. This is it, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thinking too much, you've been on my head. You got me so crazy, you got my heart on the red. Really thought I know you, but I didn't know you well. Cause the way you're acting now is not the girl I fell for. I still better know for forget that you only give me half of your attention. I take that. Hoping I see you again. Don't know why I feel like this. Got me drunk, intoxicated. I really wanna know if you stay. I really wanna know, will you stay? I'm hoping that you feel the same way. I really wanna know if you stay. I really wanna know, will you stay? Will you stay? Oh, I left you a message, I don't know if you even read it. I gave you my soul and it's tearing me down. I've been hurting, looking for answers, I've been praying. God told me I got this. I don't know, I've been calling too much. I'm too paranoid. I hope you come back and feel this boy. I'm just waiting on you. I'm just waiting on you now. I really wanna know where you stay. I really wanna know where we will stay. I'm hoping that you feel the same way about me. I really wanna know where you stay. I really wanna know where we will stay. Will you Taylor brought the fucking flex.
It's gone. He said that's a 10. Struggle, is that a 10?
No, it's not a 10, of course. Nobody's hitting a 10 at that young age. You got so much growing to do, man. If you got the fire for music and you really want to do that, man, all you do is you gotta keep throwing it. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep perfecting your craft, getting better and better and better. I can tell by your accent you're definitely bilingual, right?
Yeah.
You speak any Spanish in there?
I speak Spanish too. Not in this song, but yeah.
Yeah, because you're doing a love song, man. Spanish is the language of love, dog. You're supposed to throw that sauce in there. Latin music is also one of the biggest streaming genres out there, man. And so I was definitely listening for it. I felt like it was more emo, like that emo rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which there's a big market for that. I'm not a huge fan just because I love things that are like empowering, right? And one of the things I love about Latin music is I listen to a lot of Aventura, Don Omar, right? Is I love the way that they still love women in their music.
Don Omar's a legend, a whole legend.
Yeah. I got into that. My homie from Honduras, I bought a BMW from him, and he left the CDs in the CD player in the back. You remember those? You had to put all the CDs in the back, and I didn't know how to change it. I didn't know how to pull it out, so I was stuck riding around listening to it, and fell in love with it. So, yeah, man, I think keep grinding and keep just perfecting your craft. These guys I couldn't hear it that great. There was nothing that really just caught me. I couldn't really hear what you were doing with the track, because the track sounded like it was real up and nowhere. Was it just a beat you got offline?
No, this one sent it to me. A friend sent it to me that I know the producer.
Yeah, because I felt like there was a lot of room on that track for a lot of really good drops and a lot of switching it up. So I couldn't really tell if you did that because I couldn't hear it that well. But I heard a lot of repetitiveness, and so just only thing I'm gonna say is like challenge yourself. You know what I mean? Like keep striving to get better and better and better and better. If you went back and listened to music that I did 20 years ago, you'd be like, how the fuck did this guy ever make it? Right now, I was nasty with my wordplay, but that shit was recorded in a closet. It was terrible. We thought it was the best shit in the world though, and the whole hood banged it. But now looking back, as you grow and you elevate as an artist and you keep perfecting, you just keep sharpening that sword. And the thing is anything that you work at, man, you're gonna be great at. You just got to put those hours in. They say 10,000. I think it's 20. But yeah, man. My advice to you is keep fucking going. If it's what you love to do, don't let up. Keep striving to be better at it, and find something that sets you apart. Because like the things that I could hear in it, they reminded me a lot of other things that I've heard. Which can be a good thing, right? Because a hit song is something that's familiar but new.
Yeah.
But find what makes you new in that and hone in on that. And man, if I was bilingual, I would be talking to the ladies in Spanish, man. Tell her to come back home to Poppy. Like for real.
Right.
It's beautiful, and especially if you're doing hip hop, man. Um, that the Spanish language is so beautiful and flips so well in different cadences. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
play with it too. You know, I'm
Mhm.
not telling you to just all the way hone in on that, because that might not be your dream. You might just want to make straight up rap music, and that's fine. Lean in on that accent though. We want to hear that. We don't want to hear Lil Peep, or we want to hear you. We want to hear Easy.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm
For
saying? And
sure.
That's right.
lean in on that accent, man, because that accent's fire, bro. And
Appreciate it.
yeah, be you. You know, that's why I tell a lot of artists, it's like, man, if you're yourself,
Mm-hmm.
honest, and you're true to yourself and who you are, then you're always gonna win, because there's a million
Yep.
motherfuckers out there that are going through the same thing as you, may talk the same way as you, like the same thing as you. So just be yourself, because then you can't, if you're trying to be somebody else, or you're trying to sound like somebody else, and we all get influenced by other
Yep.
music, right?
Yeah.
But if you're trying to do something else, it's gonna come back, and then you're gonna lose your own identity. So just be you, man. Be you.
For sure.
And the reality is, can't none of us call if you're gonna be great or not. That's up to you.
There you go. No,
Appreciate it.
Stroking now tell you nothing different that we've been telling you.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Just stick with us. Sit tight. 'Cause I want to play Road I Came. I want to hear that. That's what I want to hear. Tell me about your new single.
Yeah, so I got a new single. This one's all the way country. It's there's a lot of people that when you get in, I know y'all have dealt with it, because you got a super successful show, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that as you become more successful and you start to grow, they're like, oh man, you don't forgot where you came from. And it's like, bro, I ain't forgot where I come from. I remember vividly, and I ain't going back.
Right.
On that road I came, right? I done made it through all this shit. Why would I double back and roll the dice if I can make it through it again? You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
not saying that my road now is that much easier. It's just different, And I was writing this song, and it meant a lot to me. And it was one of those ones where um, I felt the need to make the video special. So I went to where my grandfather Waylon was born,
Mm-hmm.
Littlefield, Texas, to these little dirt roads. And his brother, my great uncle, drove me around the town and gave me all the history and showed me, oh, this is where Waylon had a little radio show when he was 14, and this is the house he was born in. So I actually shot they were super poor growing up, and they lived out in the fields where he worked, where his dad worked, and they had to walk 7 miles while she was pregnant to get to this midwife's house.
Wow.
And the midwife's house is still standing. So I shot the video there and walked up and down those old dirt roads just to kind of feel, because that was one thing that gave me hope, and I think set me apart from a lot of the guys in the hood that I was from, is they had never seen anybody really make it out. And
Mm-hmm.
I would go to my grandpa's house where there was maids and nannies and Cadillacs and Mercedes and guards.
He came from the hood. So you
Yeah,
know.
and he came from nothing, from dirt roads. So regardless what I ever went through, there could be an eviction notice on the door, and I'd be like, "It's all good. We're gonna figure that out."
Right.
I done seen Paw do it. You know what I mean? I may be down right now, but he came from nothing. And to become Waylon Jennings and to sell 100 million records, and so
100 million.
so it was like, that was one of those glimmers of hope that I carried with me throughout my whole life, that it was possible, regardless where I came from. Because a lot of guys that I know, they didn't make it because they just believe. They gave up too soon. Oh man, I had to give up and go deal with reality in real life. No, I'm still gonna have a job, and I'm still gonna record, and I'm still gonna write records. Like, I'm not giving up.
Right. That's right. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight.
So I wanted to go back and feel that dirt, where Waylon came from, because it's kind of, even though he was my step grandfather, he raised me, and his story was my story,
Mm-hmm.
and um,
Y'all was close. Y'all was tight.
Look,
yeah,
you got
that's why. Well,
look, you got the last name.
when these interviewers, they like to throw out there, oh, his the step grandson. When it's like,
No, you the grandson.
like,
you got the last name.
that was like my daddy. That's like if you didn't have a daddy and you had a stepdad and raised you your whole life. That's dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't insult. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
an insult.
So, but I deal with it a lot and I brush it off.
That's your family. That goes here. That goes out even being said, but us.
Yeah,
That's like blood, man.
no, for sure. And so I took it back there. We were on tour. We popped in. Went and saw they got a little liquor store that his brother owns called Waymore's, and they got like a little museum for him in the back. It's like a little in the back of the gas station. You go through and it's got all this memorabilia and stuff. And so there's some clips of that. You'll see that. And, you'll hear the second verse where I really started to hone in.
We got the video. We're going to play the video.
Play.
We're going to play the video. I mean, you gave a nice setup. You gave
We gotta play the video. We got to.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Struggle. Do me a favor. Hold on. Do you know the name of this platform? Let me ask you that first. You know the name of this platform?
What, the Marty A. Johnson show?
Okay, say less.
Okay, I was just making sure. I didn't know what platform meant.
And check it out. In a minute, we're gonna ask you about God. We Need You Now. So y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
Wait, that one. Look, I'm scared to play that. I think that one might knock me off because that one.
That's a real video. That's a real. Hey, yo, that's a real audio visual.
We might get knocked off. I'll play this one.
It's good audio visual.
I fought tooth and nail for everything I've got. Oh, I've been locked up, drugged down, told them everything I'm not. I've lost it all and built it back again. I've been flat broke, no hope, told them just a failure of a man. And at the end of the day, I give thanks. I've got a good heart. I've made some big mistakes. I left the past behind me with the wind in my face. I got a fresh start. I've got the rest of my days. I'll never go back down the road that I came. Oh, they can speak to mine, say I forgot my friends, but I've slowed down, turned around too many times for them. I don't know nobody but the Lord above. For the fact I'm right here, right now, feeding everyone I love. And at the end of the day, I give thanks. I've got a good heart. I've made some big mistakes. I left the past behind me with the wind in my face. I got a fresh start. I've got the rest of my days. I'll never go back down the road that I came. I know it ain't easy loving a man like me. I'll change my ways, so baby, please believe. I've got a good heart. I've made some big mistakes. I left the past behind me with the wind in my face. I got a fresh start. rest of my days. I'll never go back down the road that I came. I've got a good heart. I've made some big mistakes. I left the past behind me with the wind in my face. I got a fresh start. I've got the rest of my days. I'll never go back down the road that I came.
I like that.
I like that, yo.
Yeah, that shit was fine. That shit was fine. You know, it's been
I like
crazy.
that.
Been taking that dive into a whole new genre, and I've been mixing country into the rap for a long time. And but it's been a journey. Like listening to that now, knowing I recorded that about 7 months ago, right? And since then, I've recorded a handful of, I finished up that album, and then I've got 2 other albums that are almost finished, and I reached a spot in rapping where I was the best at what I did. I was the best Struggle Jennings there ever will be. My cadences, my lyrics, my voice, what I do, I do. I'm the only one that can do what I do. And then it's like getting here and then going, you know what? Now I want to sing. I got to start all the way back down here and I got to climb this mountain now. And it's been such a crazy journey because I listen to that now and I'm like, oh man, I could sing that song 5 times better. But it's giving the fans that opportunity to ride this journey with me and see the growth, which I love as well. And yeah, that song's special to me. I'm so glad it rattled like it has because it caught some wind and the video's doing good. The streaming numbers on it are crazy. And we just dropped it. So super
Everybody can feel it though. That's why everybody can feel where you're coming from.
It's a real story too.
Yeah, they say I forgot my friends. I ain't forgot them. Y'all just doing the same thing. I can't go back. I can't come.
They came back 3 times. When he came back,
slowed down and turned around too many times.
Yeah, we got to keep going this time. We can't keep coming back. We're gonna lose out.
To come with me. You're welcome.
Yeah, come on with me, or you're gonna lose out.
This way, and
That's
you gotta
right.
be willing to go this way with us because we moving forward.
You gotta catch the train. You gotta catch the train.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That song.
Struggle Jennings, y'all. Struggle Jennings. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Struggle Jennings.
We were asking before we tell him good night because I like you. No, you all right. You solid.
I like.
Yeah, I like Struggle.
We're gonna do this again too.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, you walk my. We're gonna make that happen all for real. Fish Robert, have him do a drop for us before we go, please. Tell him what to say.
All right, Struggle. This is what it is. A little drop for us, man. Since we like family now, man. We didn't had to get to know you tonight, and it was a good time. And you talked about some great experiences along with good stories. And we just want you to do a drop for us and just say, yo, man, you rocking with Struggle Jennings, and I'm rocking with the Marty A. Johnson show tonight with Official Raleigh Boy. And whatever you want to say after that is cool.
Official Raleigh Boy, right?
Yeah.
Like North Carolina.
Yeah, that's it. I'm in North Carolina. That's where we at.
Hey, what up? You rocking with Struggle Jennings, and I'm here. I fucked it up.
Sorry,
I got it. This is Struggle Jennings, and I'm here rocking with the Marty A. Johnson show and the Official Raleigh Boy, my fam, solid to the bone. Let's go.
I like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That was it.
Nice. So what do people need to look out for besides us coming to one of your shows and all that? Besides that,
yeah, they need to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. We're gonna bring 97 back out in all of us.
Oh, that's a good time there. I was litty and young.
Yeah.
It was the first time I ever heard a diverse artist that's doing country music and country rap and hip hop, period. When he want to on command, he's doing like a trio of music for everybody to understand and feel. So Salute to you, man. Struggle. Salute to you, man.
And Struggle, can I tell you something? A lot of people come on the show with us. I'm gonna say we're not bragging. I'm gonna say 95% of 98% of our celebrity guests, they always come back. And I'm gonna say this: out of all the people we interview, our celebrity guests, I'm gonna say 95% of them we met in person.
Yeah.
like we like to chop it up and fuck with people. Like all bullshit aside.
I get to talk to
Y'all
people.
solid artists. We're gonna cling to you because we support and give flowers to the ones that's really, really doing what they do, and that's you guys. So we here to support you guys because people can't forget and they need to know. So that's why we here, so we can filter the traps, so they can understand the real trap.
Y'all get down to Nashville, or I'm gonna get up that way, and let's break some bread.
Okay, we're coming to Nashville. Gail, here I go. Gail and Ben, what's up? First, we want to thank Gail and Ben. We appreciate them.
Salute to Gail and Ben. Salute to Gail and Ben.
Coming to Nashville. So look, we just did a show. I know you know who Lil Flip is.
Yeah.
We was in Houston with Flip for 3 days, shooting and filming with him for 3 days.
No, that's crazy.
We just did that with him in December, and him. A lot of our celebrity guests, we called him directly.
Yeah.
I call people directly. I don't even go to the publicist or nobody.
Yeah. Well, we already got the introduction, so you know how it is. Now we locked in.
Perfect. So look, like all seriousness, we want to come to Houston. I'm gonna come to Nashville. I want to come there. We have like a couple days off the road. Fish Rob and I, we want to come there and break bread. We might bring an artist with us too.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's chop it up.
Whenever you want to come back on the show, you let us know. The Invite King is there. Even if you want to come on and chop it up and listen to artists' music and give your feedback, the Invitation King is there.
Let's go, baby.
So thank you. How can people follow you? And I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna send you this.
We gotta check the tours. We gotta check the tour dates. Check the tour dates,
but I don't leave till middle of March. So if y'all got some downtime in the next 30 days, let me know and let's catch dinner or something.
Well, maybe we can do that then. We'll try to come
for a weekend. We come to Nashville. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll DM you and I'm DMing you myself. How about that?
Yeah. DM me. Put that number in there. I'm gonna text you right back. Send me his stuff. The guy down here in this little box in the red.
Yeah.
Struggle. I gave you my real number. Don't give it out, okay?
No, I won't. I'm gonna write it on a couple bathroom stalls, but that's it.
No, I gave him. Look, you got my real number. I just texted to you.
All right, cool. I got you.
So I'll send you that, but then we can play with some dates and all that. In the next 3 days, we can come there for a weekend. Fish Robert, here I go volunteering. No, but we can make it work.
Yeah,
seriously.
For sure. Let's do it.
Follow
send
you
me
here,
stuff
sir.
Too. I want to hear it in the truck.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
Send me the other guys too, because I want to hear what he was doing. I want to give him some notes.
Okay, that boy there. So look, you two. If Struggle likes your stuff, do not DM us. Do not DM him. Go through us. Look,
they're the buffer. That's my
right.
That's they A&Rs.
See? Look. Struggle knows the assignment already. You see? Okay, he gotta go. Your social media, what, sir? So the world can follow you.
That's true. I am Struggle.
King, we appreciate you. And follow my co-host too, Official Raleigh Boy too, on IG.
I DM you, bro.
Sounds good, brother.
And whoever you want from your camp to come on the platform, like your daughter.
Yeah.
No, Jelly Roll. Look, he's for real. Let's make it work. And seriously, and I want you to come back for the season finale.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Appreciate it, King, and we will be in touch.
All right, brother.
Love.
He was solid. Oh, Fish Rob Boy, we understood the assignment.
I like Struggle.
First off, we want to shout out to all his people that tuned Nashville. Y'all showed out.
Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Gail.
Gail's all love here with us. So look, nephew, how do you like Struggle?
Man, Struggle is real. I thought he was one of the best guests that you had on the platform that I've seen so far. The feedback this season, right? the feedback that he gave Lil Easy, I took it for myself because it's great to hear constructive criticism because I could take and learn things from everybody else. And his story is something that resonates with not only myself, but it resonates with the streets. It resonates with people across the world in multiple different genres. The fact that he's a multi-talented artist who can hit different sounds, different melodies, and just still continue to be him is it's impressive and incredible. So
Perfect.
it was an honor to meet him.
Perfect. So what's your social media, sir? What's yours?
So y'all can follow me on all platforms at Nephew for Real.
So don't go nowhere. Hold on, because we about
All right.
to go. Little Easy, how did you enjoy tonight?
I like it a lot too. I like Struggle too a lot. I think he's really relatable.
Look at him.
Everything he's doing, his
We're
songs, his sound. I really like it. He's very like talented and how's it called, like flexible or versatile. Versatile. That's the word. And just really relatable, man. Really relatable.
Follow you where, sir?
You can follow me everywhere by where it says Leo EC23, Instagram, YouTube, and pretty much everywhere.
Fish Raw Boy, we about to go, but Fish Raw Boy, this one, okay. Make sure you follow you. Okay, again, we want to appreciate everyone watching the Fish Raw Boy. Tell them the YouTube page because we're posting all our new stuff on the main page starting on Thursday. Tell them the YouTube page, please, and follow
So
you.
y'all go follow Marty A. Johnson Show in YouTube. Type in Marty A. Johnson Show on the YouTube and watch all the celebrity interviews, catch up, get in tune with who we can work with, and look at the genres that we're messing with right now.
That's it. Seriously.
And it's a great experience. It's a great experience.
We hope y'all enjoyed tonight. Tonight was definitely a vibe. Everyone here is definitely family with us. If you rock with us, we rock with you. If not, this show's not going to change for nobody. So remember, Tuesdays where it's at with me and the Fish Raw Boy. And Houston, sorry, my apologies. Nashville, we're definitely coming. Me and the Fish Raw Boy have to talk behind the scenes. And Lil Easy, you've been following the process. You might come on a trip with us. Seriously. That's a side comment. Fish Raw Boy, can we make that work in the next 30 days? I think so. A weekend quick trip. We'll talk off
We'll
the
have
camera.
to see. We'll have to see.
We'll see. So follow Fisher Raw Boy, please. Follow my code, follow Nephew and Little Easy. And we gotta go. Thank you to Struggle and everyone that tuned in. Remember, tap all the way. And remember, this is Marty A. Johnson Show with the Fisher Raw Boy. Good night, y'all. Tuesday next week, we have another special guest from BET and Netflix. Bye.